the girl who taught her town to read. In a quiet village nestled among emerald hills, there lived a young girl named Lynn. Her world was painted with the gentle rhythms of rural life, the distant calls of roosters at dawn, the laughter of children chasing dragonflies, and the soothing lull of the river weaving its way through the fields. Yet, beneath the simplicity of her surroundings, Lynn noticed something that troubled her deeply, a silence that lingered, not due to the absence of sound, but because of words left unspoken and stories left unread. Lynn's family, like many in the village, worked hard from sunrise to sunset. Her parents, though wise in the ways of the land, had never learned to read or write. For generations, knowledge was passed down through spoken tales and hands-on lessons in the rice paddies. Books, if they ever reached the village, gathered dust in forgotten corners, their secrets locked away from those who could not decipher their codes. One summer, when Lynn was 10, a traveling teacher visited the village, carrying with him a small collection of books. He offered lessons beneath the shade of an old banyan tree, and Lynn was among the first to arrive. The moment she held a book in her hands and traced the lines of ink across the yellowed pages, her world changed. Stories leapt to life, histories unfolded, and dreams took flight in ways she had never imagined. But when the teacher moved on, the books remained, and so did the problem: most of the villagers could not read them. Lynn felt a stirring in her heart. She remembered her mother's longing to read the letters her brother sent from the city, and her father's wish to know the words in the ancient folk tales. Lynn knew what she had to do. Every evening, after her chores were done, Lynn would sit with a candle and practice reading aloud. Her siblings gathered around, listening with wide eyes as she brought stories to life. Soon, neighbors began to join, drawn by the magic in Lynn's voice and the world she conjured from the pages. Realizing the hunger for knowledge in her village, Lynn took a bold step. She borrowed the teacher's old chalkboard and set it up beneath the banyan tree. With patience and determination, she began teaching anyone who wished to learn: children, elders, farmers, and seamstresses. She broke down letters and sounds, repeated words until they became familiar friends, and celebrated every small victory with heartfelt applause. The lessons grew. The banyan tree became a living classroom, its branches sheltering not just students, but dreams. Lynn's father, who once struggled with his own name, learned to write letters to his son. Her mother, with trembling hands, finally read the words of love sent from afar. The children, emboldened by new skills, started reading stories to their grandparents, sharing laughter and lessons across generations. As the seasons passed, the village began to change. People read signs, filled out forms, and discovered new opportunities beyond the fields. The silence that once hung over the village faded, replaced by the hum of conversation, ideas, and hope. Lynn's journey was not easy. There were moments of frustration, nights when she doubted herself, and days when progress seemed slow. But she persisted, fueled by the belief that every person deserved the chance to unlock the power of words. Through her courage and kindness, Lynn taught her village more than just how to read. She showed them the strength of community, the joy of learning, and the boundless possibilities that open when someone dares to light the way. Her story reminds us that one determined heart can transform not just a life, but an entire world, one word, one lesson, one dream at a time.